Okay, when designing the smokestack, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to draw out this cross section. And a good rule of thumb is whenever given a cross section, you typically want to draw that because that's going to essentially give you the basic shape, and then we can simply revolve that shape to get the entire form. So back in Inventor, I'm going to quickly draw out that relative shape, and it kind of looks something like this. Whoops. Like that. And now that we have that, all we need to do is put in the dimensions. So let's start with the bottom. We know it has a 0.5 diameter. Since we're only dealing with half of this, we're going to have a 0.25, and then it's going to go up 0.25. This, from the bottom to this point here, is 1.5, and from the bottom to the top is 1.75. So let's add those 4 dimensions in there. 0.25, 0.25, from the bottom to here was 1.5, and from the bottom to the top was 1.75. So mine's going to look like this. Yours might look slightly different, but that's totally fine. Next, let's take a look at this notation over here. This is a type of hole notation that is indicating a few things. The first is the bottom portion, which is telling me it's a flat drill bit. It has a diameter of 0.875, so this top circle has a diameter of 0.875, and it's going to go in 0.375 into the part. So then I know this length is 0.375. After that, we have a second diameter, and that diameter is going to go, or has a diameter of 0.375, so this thing is 0.375, if I could draw it like that, and it goes in 1.5. Now this 1.5 starts from the top and goes all the way down to the bottom, so that's the 1.5. Don't think it starts from here, because if it did, it would actually exceed the length of the part, and obviously it does not. There's still some material here. So knowing that, let's go ahead and add it to our part. It's also important to remember that these are diameters, so since we're only working with half the part, these numbers have to be halved. So for the first one, I'm going to dimension it from there to here, and this is going to be 0.875 divided by 2. And it looks a little off, but we're just going to go with it for now. We're going to do there to there. This is going to be 0.375 divided by 2. And then I also know that from here to here, this is only 0.375. Okay, it's starting to look a bit better. And I know from the top of the hole to here, it's going to be 1.5. That's looking better. I'm also going to try to move this out because it's kind of causing some restriction. There we go. I just kind of moved it out of the way. So we got most of our numbers in there. You can definitely see there's some clutter here, and we can definitely try to get rid of that, some of that redundancy, although you can tell it's going to be a little tricky to get these dimensions free. The last things we need the diameter of this point here. So, if I was drawing a line out, this would be the line, and make it blue. That's the diameter, the largest diameter of this part, and that is 1.25. So we're going to divide that by 2. And we also have a 15-degree angle on this smokestack. So we need to show that as well. Okay, back here, let's go ahead and put that 15-degree angle in first. I'm just going to draw a simple line going vertical from that point. And I do that because I want to dimension here to here. I want to put a 15-degree angle. So that's 15 degrees. And I also want to make sure that the dimension from this point to the center of my smokestack is 1.25 divided by 2. And that, like we said, is this outer diameter. Okay, so we have all our dimensions in place. I'm going to go ahead, finish my sketch. And now I just need to go to Revolve, click on the surface, and then for my axes, I'm going to choose this line. Click on that, hit OK. And if you did it correctly, you should have a smokestack.